Look me in the eyes. You're looking at a happy man. I swept the card, the first sweep of the season. Very happy that it happened in week number 2. And honestly, it's a good turnaround from week number 1, which we went 3-2. Got a 5-0 sweep, picking an underdog as well. And in this video, I'm just going to recap the entire card, talk about the contracts and sort of stuff like that. This is going to be fast, very fast, because I am still sick. And it is only moments away that I will probably send myself into a coughing fit, which will just be miserable for both you and I. So, of course, the card started off with Ramiro Jimenez taking on Quasi. I was calling him Jimenez, but I'm sorry, guys. Like, Spanish is just not in New Zealand, like, at all. And I was actually watching my tape study for this week on mute, because I was actually watching my tape study a few weeks ago on a Friday in a class at university. So I was actually watching all these fights on mute, so I didn't actually hear his name pronounced correctly. But Quasi, obviously you could tell the level of competition wasn't really there. He came out with confidence, but Jimenez was just clearly better than him everywhere, to be brutally honest. Hokit, he beat Guilherme Uriel. Uriel's takedown defense was a lot better than I expected it to be, and I will admit I was actually getting a little bit nervous in moments because you could tell that Hokit's striking wasn't as good as Uriel's. Like, not really like Uriel was hitting him with anything, but you could just tell that Hokit didn't want to strike with him. And Hokit eventually got him down in the second round. Now, the second round started, and Uriel was so gassed. He stood there, did nothing, got taken down, and lost. So yeah, shout out to Hokit for really making it happen. Honestly, though, the post-fight speech, like this character that he puts on, I just think it's cringe. I just do. Like, I think that it's already been done before. Colby Covington's done it before, and even then, like, he wasn't really that popular. The character that he put on was anyway. He really hates Brazil as well, which is kind of hilarious. But yeah, I think Hokit's going to be an interesting addition for the division. He is right about one thing though. Heavyweight division is dead. I wouldn't mind seeing Hokit fight again sometime soon. Lewis Lee Scott beat Koshik Sokoma. He did miss weight in this fight, which is worth noting, but he looked good, man. Like, Koshik Sokoma, I will admit, actually looked a lot better than I thought he was going to, because he was just getting pieced up on the feet by Adamu Isa, and Saikoma's striking looked better. Now, I do think that Saikoma, and I do genuinely mean it when I say this, by the way, actually does have a bit of potential in the sport. Just, I think he just lacks, like, good boxing striking, and training with Ryan Hall, a guy who was able to make it happen with only Taekwondo and BJJ, probably isn't going to help him. But I think if he can kind of work on his boxing and his wrestling, I think Saikoma could kind of make some things happen. I wouldn't actually mind seeing him again if he can get a couple of regional wins. For Scott, threw a lot more kicks than I expected. I actually have been most impressed by Lewis Lee Scott's hands on the tape watching him, but he was able to get out of the tricky positions Saikoma was putting him in, and ultimately was able to finish him in the third round. Showed very good cardio. It's a shame he didn't make the weight. Now, that half a pound, like, that's like 200 grams. You know, like, I feel like if he actually shaved his head and his beard, is that 200 grams? I don't really know how heavy hair is. You know, I don't have any, so I couldn't tell you. But I feel like maybe that could have gotten him over the edge, potentially. I don't know. But yeah, he won, and he looked good doing it. Cam Ralston, he looked really good. He was the underdog in this fight, which was surprising. Now, I didn't say this in my breakdown, just in case Ralston lost, and me and Betsam looked like complete idiots. But me and Cam Ralston, sorry, not me and Cam Ralston, me and Betsam were taping this fight together on Discord, and me and Bitsam both agreed that Cam Ralston was going to be a minus 300 favorite in this fight. And the reason why I say that is because we were taping the fight at the time that the odds had not come out yet. And we thought Ralston was going to be a big favorite. And then he come out as a dog. I couldn't really believe it, to be honest with you. And Holmes, you know, like, he's only 5-0. Apparently he's only trained for 3 years. I think he's still relatively young. He's the kind of guy which, despite this bad knockout loss, I would like to see him, you know, come back early, like maybe January next year, take enough time away, and then just kind of, like, work his way back. You know, I feel like Brandon Holmes could probably do what Ralston did. Fight 3 times, fight 3 guys that, let's be honest, aren't that good, and just kind of make things quick for him, and get back into the Contender Series next year, because he took the step up on short notice. So shout out to him. Jose Delano, I really thought he was going to win by knockout in this fight. He's just a really good fighter. You could tell that he was really good as well. Just the lack of the knockout was a surprise to me though. I was expecting him to get it, but he did land some shots on Manuel Exposito that would put out most fighters. Let's be real here. Delano landed a nasty, nasty elbow in round 1, which probably broke the orbital of Exposito. In round 2 and 3, he was absolutely chopping him with the body shots, and he didn't really ever get close to a finish, but he was landing combinations that would probably knock out most fighters. And I think he looked good as well. Dana White said the matchmakers liked Exposito. I don't think Exposito really showed anything but toughness, to be honest with you, but if Exposito's going to get a short notice call, I wouldn't be that upset about it because I do think he's quite fun. Anything else to really talk about? Not really. I went 5-0, first sweep of the card, of the series, sorry. It feels good to get it, you know? It just feels good. And this was a good card to get the sweep as well. Because it was like one of those cards which I do feel like a lot of the fighters were like sort of set up to win, really. Week 3, actually got a big shake-up recently, and I will admit a lot of my tape study is actually very outdated now. Because it's, they cancelled the main event, the original main event, and now we've got Gandra taking on Trent Miller, which I haven't taped yet. We've got these guys fighting, added on a 6th fight at heavyweight's been added, which is interesting. So yeah, like I'm behind on tape now. I actually haven't really looked into this fight at all. I think Darion Abbey's actually fought for BKFC before. He has, Gamebred. Okay. Did he fight anyone good? Yeah, 7-7, it's experience. What about this guy? That's a pretty good opponent to beat. I don't know. Trent Miller. How many fights does one man need to book? Alright, I'm going to leave it there. I need to do some tape study on this and the PFL. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you also go 5-0? Happy, happy days. Happy, 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 happy days.